Elijah Ware here alongside Rob Moretti, and we're at Rhinebeck High School as the Panthers get set to host the Edgemont Panthers in this girls basketball matchup. Rhinebeck comes in at 9-7, Edgemont at 8-8, so it's a close matchup and it should be a good one, Rob.
It should be a great one. Rhinebeck, as a matter of fact, the last time we were here, they were 4-7 and went to double overtime with Alexander Hamilton, got the win. The very next day, Charlotte Murphy hits a buzzer beater to beat Bronxville, and they've won 3 more since then. So the 9-7 Panthers now on a 5-game win streak. Edgemont, meanwhile, they're at 8-8. They're having a good season as well. This is a league matchup between these two, so definitely going to be a hard-fought battle out there today.
Definitely. So we'll have a good matchup coming up next, and we'll have your opening tip.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome everybody to today's Senior Day ceremony, where we're going to be recognizing 6 seniors from this year's Rhinebeck Panther girls basketball class. This is an opportunity for us to take a minute to celebrate the contributions of our senior members of the basketball program and reflect on all they've done to represent our community, our school, and the support that they've given to their teammates over the years. I'm very proud of the commitment shown by this group of players, both prior to my starting as the varsity coach, especially over the course of the past 2 years. I guess we'll use this one. To highlight this commitment, I want to take a minute to list some of the hurdles that these senior players have overcome in order to play basketball here at Rhinebeck. They've been rearranging work schedules, overcoming concussions, sprained ankles, back injuries, broken thumbs, pink eye, the flu, various other serious ailments, and practicing during school breaks when all the other students are taking a break. Saturday morning clinics, fundraisers for cancer research, late nights together on the bus, even when they have a Euro exam the next day. And through it all, you've been here working hard, sacrificing together, all in the name of our team. That commitment is paying off. Our 9 wins so far this season is the highest win total in a decade. Our league wins are the highest in 5 years. Your example and leadership throughout the years has helped us in ways that will last long after this season is complete. And we truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you have done for the Rhinebeck girls basketball program. Now let me introduce the seniors in numerical order. What we're going to do is have the seniors by one of the underclassmen, and then you're going to come out to midcourt to meet your member for a picture. First up is number 1, Vanessa Geraldo. With your parents, Angela and Carla. Next we have number 2, Charlotte Murphy, with her parents, Alice and Paul. After Charlotte is number 5, Tasha Boswell, with her sisters Anna and Katrina. Then we have number 20, Simola Berja, with her mom, Isabella, and brother, Enzo. Next we have number 24, Ellie Casares, with her parents, Maria and Rebecca. And finally, we have number 33, Olivia King, with her mom, Amy.
gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Rhinebeck High School 2018-19 Senior Day Basketball game between the visitors from Edgemont High School and the Rhinebeck Panthers. Here are the starting lineups for today's matchup. First, the visitors from Edgemont. Number 10, Bianca Ferrante. Number 20, Shariq Paul. Number 23, Heather Schnetz. Number 25, Sandy Ackerman. Number 8, Rachel Bortstein. Edgemont is coached by Larry Giustiani and Mike Kaza. And now the starting line for your Rhinebeck Panthers. Number 1, Vanessa Geraldo. Number 2, Charlotte Murphy. Number 20, Sonola Bersha. Number 24, Ellie Cazzaro. And number 33, Olivia King. And the Panthers are coached by Sean Lincoln, assisted by Carrie Hickman.
We are here getting set for the opening tip. It is senior day, Rob, and Rhinebeck has all seniors starting this game. So they're trying to come out strong, have a good start. And taking the opening tip will be Olivia King for Rhinebeck, and for Edgemont, it'll be Bianca Ferrante. So as these two ladies get set to take the tip, and it is Edgemont winning the tip, and we are underway. So it's Ferrante swinging it over to the corner. She cuts, kicks it back out top, and it goes right back to Ferrante. She passes and cuts. Edgemont looking for a crease. Rhinebeck starting out in a 2-3 zone, and a good cut, and the finish, and Edgemont is on the board, and that was Rachel Bortstein, the sophomore, starting it out for Edgemont.
Good job there by Edgemont, too, using up almost the entire 30-second shot clock.
Yeah,
you limit the other team's possessions. It's a great way to pick up some points and get a win.
Right. They kept swinging the ball around, look for an opening in the defense, and that three is missed. And the rebound comes to Ferrante. She makes the outlet to Bortstein. So it's now Ferrante as Edgemont swings it around. Edgemont doing a good job of passing and cutting, and this is Ferrante for 3, and it goes off the front of the rim. And she gets to steal, nearly gets to steal, and does. And Edgemont's gonna have a layup attempt. But good recovery from Rhinebeck, getting back on defense.
And they've got to slow it down a little bit, playing a bit too quickly, and maybe not letting their opportunities develop here in the early going.
Right. So Charlotte Murphy goes to the rack a little out of control on that one, and it's Edgemont basketball. But I agree, Rob. They just have to take their time, slow down. They don't have their original starting lineup in right now. So they're just trying to get things settled in. And this is Ferrante again making a good cut. She gets the 2 to go. Edgemont doing a good job of exploiting the 2-3 zone here early in this game. They're passing the ball from the top of the key and cutting and getting into the teeth of the Rhinebeck defense. So this is now Rhinebeck trying to swing the ball around. Murphy kicks it out. And this is a traveling violation called against Katsaros.
It's the right call, easy call there for the official. Katsaros tried to pass it, then her option kind of was eaten up and put her foot back down, took another step.
So 2 players come out for Rhinebeck, and into the game is Morgan Parker and Nakina Mayhew. And if you remember, Rob, Mayhew had a huge game a couple weeks ago in which she got a game-winning basket, sent it to overtime multiple times. So we'll see how she comes in and affects the game.
Definitely gives them a good size advantage down low.
So she's going to stay in the middle in the 2-3. It's now Edgemont getting into the paint once again, and the floater is good from Schnetz. So Edgemont looking crisp offensively so far to start this game. This is now Parker in the corner. She drives, passes to the high post, and that shot is missed. The rebound comes to Edgemont. So Ferrante kicks this one out, and this three ball is off the backboard, but the rebound comes to Edgemont, and they're out to an early 8-0 lead.
And they're just I don't think any empty possessions for Edgemont, so they're doing everything they can, taking the two. They're not trying to shoot from too far out. High percentage shots. Rhinebeck, in the meantime, the exact opposite. Things just haven't been falling yet for them.
So Rhinebeck tried to, good spin from Mayhew. She gets it off the glass and misses. And this rebound is hauled in by, it looks like Call, and it is Call, and she gets it across the timeline. This one swung over a wide open three, but the pump fake and the floater is up and in, and a 10-0 lead for Edgemont after the floater from Sharika Call. So a good start for Edgemont and a timeout call from Coach Lincoln. And we'll be right back with 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. So we're back after the timeout from Coach Lincoln. Rhinebeck down in an early 10-0 hole. It's now Charlotte Murphy getting it across the timeline. Edgemont playing a 1-3-1 defense. It's now Morgan Parker in the corner. She puts up a three, misses, and the rebound comes down to Rhinebeck, Carissa Pachia, and she'll be at the free throw line shooting 2.
Pachia fresh into the game, trying to make an early impact here. And for Rhinebeck here, you're down 10-0. You've got to make an adjustment to what Edgemont's showing you. Try to whittle away at this deficit.
And we've yet to see the freshman Sophia Caparelli. And the last time we seen her play, she was a huge factor in their win. So we'll see when she gets into the game.
Right, and for good reason. Ellie Katsaros, who missed some time, is back on the court, one of the captains. So the minutes are, they're not going to get more minutes. You just have more players to fill them now, which is a good thing.
So this foul is called against Mayhew. It'll be Edgemont basketball. So Edgemont still with the 10-0 lead. They've been doing an excellent job of moving the ball, executing their offense, getting it to the teeth of the defense. And this is, again, Bortstein. She gets in there, the sophomore. She gets another deuce for Edgemont. Edgemont coming into this contest at 8-8, Rhinebeck 9-7, and Rhinebeck finally gets on the board, getting a shot from the high post. So it's now Bortstein up top on the right wing. She kicks it up top to Ferrante, and she misses the three. And the rebound is fought for by both teams, and we'll have a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes with Rhinebeck. I was about to say the Panthers, but then no one would have knew.
That would have meant nothing.
Right.
And for Rhinebeck too, rebounding is going to be a big part of it.
Definitely.
It seems like Edgemont's been getting the majority of the rebounds as they do there. It's been helping them really shut Rhinebeck out almost to this point.
And they're able to, start their offense early, get out on the break. As this three ball is up and in, and that was Schneps, and she drains that three. Charlotte Murphy.
They got to control fast here, Elijah.
Yeah, I didn't expect this, and a good pass down on the Mayhew. But Rhinebeck, they started all their seniors that may not have been their strongest group, and now they have a hole that they have to climb out of. Luckily, it's still the first quarter. It's still early. This is another wide open three for Edgemont. And the rebound comes down to Mayhew. This is going to be a layup attempt from Charlotte Murphy, and she misses. May have been fouled. But they get their own rebound, and this is a travel by Parker. It'll be Edgemont basketball.
And another one of those looking to pass it. Option got shut down and just shuffled the feet trying to regroup.
So into the game now is Caparelli. She's at the top of the 2-3 alongside Murphy. Edgemont swings the ball around. They've had a lot of wide open shots. And this one is stolen by Mayhew. Outlet to Murphy. And she pushes it up the court. Over to Caparelli. think Caparelli can really be a difference maker in this game, but she makes a pass and it's stolen. This one is shot up by Kraus. She misses. Rebound to Ferrante. She gets the board, misses. And the rebound by Call. Both rebounds were actually by Call. And Edgemont gets nothing out of that one.
Looks like Rhinebeck, at least on the defensive end, is really starting to key in on what Edgemont's trying to do. They've looked a bit more settled on defense, and Edgemont's opportunities have not been quite as good the last minute or two.
So Edgemont switches their defense to a 1-2-2 instead of the 1-3-1. And this one is missed. And now it's blocked. So Kiera Hutt was unable to finish that one. It's now Bortstein driving. She's fouled by Caparelli.
Come on, think out there!
The Rhinebeck fans urging their team to think, as they may be moving a little bit too fast here to start this game. Inbounding the ball for Edgemont will be Kraus. As she passes this one into Ferrante to kick out. The three ball is going up and misses. And the rebound comes to Hutt. So Parker passes it up to Murphy. Under a minute left to go here in this first quarter. Rhinebeck swings the ball around, looking for some type of crease in the Edgemont defense. That was another near travel from Parker, but she was fouled. And it'll be Rhinebeck taking it out underneath.
Now, on that last play, Charlotte Murphy was doubled. They got to move the ball around a little quicker because that means someone's got to be open.
And I think, Rob, they do need to move the ball, and I also think they need to move without the ball. You know, just like Edgemont is doing, passing and cutting, moving to the open spots. It's all about that movement in order to get good open shots against a good defense. Edgemont is playing good defense. They have their hands out. They have active feet, and they're getting the ball on offense into the high post, kicking it out, and that three ball is missed. It's another three ball attempted. This one is missed, and the rebound comes to Hutt. As Caparelli takes it up the left side of the court. She's still driving, has it stripped away, and Edgemont takes control. This one passed up to Ferrante. She goes up, and it's fouled. Nearly got the and one. And with 8.5 to go here in this first quarter, it'll be Ferrante at the line shooting 2.
And if you're Rhinebeck and especially Coach Sean Lincoln at the end of this quarter, you don't want to focus on the 15-4. You want to focus on, they were down 10-0. Right. 5-4 since that point.
So the first one missed by Ferrante. She'll have one more. That one rolls in for Bianca Ferrante. It's now Morgan Parker. She's looking for a lane. She's running out of time. 3 seconds left, 2-1. This one is blocked. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Edgemont leading 16-4, starting the game on a 10-0 run. So Rhinebeck has some work to do here on senior day, down by 12 points. And we'll be right back as Rob Moretti will take over the play-by-play for the second quarter.
Welcome back. Rhinebeck has the ball to start the second quarter, and they're in a hole. They're trying to dig their way out. Only 4 points of offense in the first quarter, looking for more certainly in this quarter. Edgemont sets up after the steal. Give and go Ferrante, back up for Schneps. And travel the call.
And although they turned it over on that one, you can still see the fluency and the continuity of their offense. They're getting it to the high post. They're looking opposite to the opposite wing, getting wide open threes, getting cutters to the basket. So I think Rhinebeck should really pay attention to what Edgemont is doing and try to take a page out of their book in order to get their own offense going. Especially with Edgemont playing a 1-2-2, the high post is wide open.
Caparelli and Murphy play catch. This is Hutt looking for Caparelli, able to keep it in. Boxed in by Bortstein. Knocked away comes to Hutt. Back out Murphy from the elbow, no good. And the rebound by Bortstein for Edgemont. Quickly worked up Ferrante. Back out to Ferrante. She puts up the three, no good. And Maura Gabriel able to pick up the rebound.
Edgemont getting a lot of wide open threes. Rhinebeck has been fortunate so far that Edgemont hasn't been shooting a very high percentage.
Going across to Murphy. She puts up a three. It is just a bit short. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Rhinebeck. Marissa Peccia checking in for Morgan Parker. Now comes to Murphy. Murphy to Peccia. Peccia fouled. Had an 0 for 2 trip earlier. She'll try it again here.
Yeah, I think that foul was on Heather Schneps. She didn't really give Peccia too much space to land on that one, so she was called for the foul as Peccia tries to knock down the first free throw.
So 1 for 2 trip for Peccia. Is Bortstein running the point? Schneps, Ferrante in traffic. Might have been partially deflected. And a jump ball to call. It will stay with Edgemont.
I'm not sure if Coach Lincoln has had his team doing any full court presses too much this year, but that may be an ingredient for success against this Edgemont team.
Ackerman had a look from 3, no good. Rebound eventually came to Peccia. Murphy finds Hutt. Peccia thinks about a shot, pulls it, puts it back up. Might have been some contact, no call. Edgemont back the other way. Ferrante across, gets it to Ackerman. And now Bortstein puts up a 3, it's off. Rhinebeck ball with 5:51 left in the first half.
Edgemont still really getting some good looks at the basket from three-point range. Although they're missing, if they catch fire, it can be very dangerous if they start to make some shots. They can blow this lead wide open. Not blow weed, we don't want to do that.
Travel the call. Both defenses really stepping up this second quarter. We're a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes in, and just 1 point between the two teams.
And that's why that start to the game was so detrimental for Rhinebeck, because they got into an early hole, and now they're just staying even with them, but they're still down.
Ackerman with the steal, travel before the shot. Katsaros will check back into the game, replacing Charlotte Murphy. Rhinebeck down by 11. Caparelli runs the point. Picks up the dribble. Peccia open from 3. Nails it.
And she is the shooter. I've seen her play a few times now, and she can get hot quickly.
Bortstein puts that one up. Never hit the rim. Gabriel picked up the loose ball, and now Caparelli brings it up.
So Caparelli moves over to the point guard position, and Edgemont has switched their defense from
Tipped
a
away.
from a zone to a man-to-man.
You gotta look out for where Samantha Ackerman is on the court. Second straight possession where she could have come up with a steal. That time the ball just trickled out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock. Katsaros cuts in, gets it to Hutt. Hutt puts it up, no good. Ferrante has it for Edgemont.
And although Edgemont is undersized, they're doing a good job of boxing out and rebounding. That's been a big difference in this game.
Rachel Weisglass hits the three, and now all 5 starters. Actually, Weisglass didn't start, but 5th different scorer for Edgemont.
Good shot from Weisglass.
Caparelli knew she was mid-travel, tried to stop. I think her foot just slid on the court a little bit when she was trying to stop. Edgemont has that 11-point lead back. A 3 put up by Sophie Bortstein, no good. Rebound is loose. Jump ball will give it to Rhinebeck.
Edgemont not shy at all shooting the 3 ball. Although too many haven't went in yet. That one that did go in regained the lead by double digits. So we'll see what happens after this break with the timeout from Coach Tracy.
Out of the timeout, it's a Rhinebeck possession. 3:40 left in the half, and Edgemont pressing, and it works. Weisglass puts up a 3. It hits the iron, and it's picked up by Nikina Mayhew, who just re-entered. It's brought up by Morgan Parker.
And I like that adjustment by Coach Tracy. He put his team in a full court pressure now and see how he could, try to expand this lead and change the pace of the game.
Morgan Parker made some space and hit for 2. Down to a 9-point deficit. This is Ferrante for Edgemont, who unloads it to Ackerman. Ferrante again back to Ackerman, puts up the 3 and uses the glass to hit it.
I'm interested to see how Edgemont applying pressure changes the pace of the game for Rhinebeck and if they're able to handle it.
Petria knocks it down for 2 more. Rhinebeck that time handled the press pretty well. Use it to their advantage. That one tipped around. Caparelli got the hand on it, but Edgemont gets it back. 15 seconds still on the shot clock. Ferrante back out. That's Kraus who can't hit. Mayhew on the rebound. Petria brings it up. Caparelli across to Cazzaro. She puts up a 3 and it does not hit. Goes out of bounds. With 2:10 left in the half.
So as you can see, the pace of the game has definitely picked up after Edgemont began applying full court pressure. And honestly, I feel like Rhinebeck has benefited from it in the last few possessions.
They took the press off on that last possession. It's a 3 from Bortstein, no good. Offensive rebound by Ackerman. She finds Ferrante, who's fouled by Mayhew on the way up.
Good help defense from Mayhew. She just came down a little too far and hit Ferrante on the arm.
First one goes in and out.
Girls, you gotta push. 10 points. Rebound! Let's go!
So Ferrante goes 1 of 2. And Edgemont once again back out to that 11-point lead. Katsaros gets it across the timeline. Looking inside for Parker. She's fouled. Count the basket.
Great vision there from Katsaros. She pushed the ball up the side of the court, found Morgan Parker sitting underneath the basket. Parker gets the and 1, see if she can complete the 3-point play.
Couldn't get it done. Rhinebeck does have it within single digits. The final 90 seconds of the half here. That pass to no one in particular. A little miscommunication there. Clearly, I saw two players cutting in. Probably should have just been one of them.
Right. A little miscommunication on offense. No, not good spacing there. I think that's why they got the turnover.
This is Peccia looking for Mayhew inside, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Almost got the rebound. Instead it goes to Ackerman. She picks up the dribble, puts up a three and nails it.
Nice pull-up from Samantha Ackerman, the sophomore.
Saros couldn't find a teammate. Back the other way with Edgemont. It's Ackerman again, and she's fouled on the way up.
I don't know about that foul call. Looks like it was predetermined before she actually went up. It looked like a clean block up top. But a good sequence there from Ackerman. She hit the pull-up three, got the steal, made a nice little crossover move, got to the basket, got fouled. Now she's at the line shooting two.
Free throws have not been kind to either team so far, really.
And with 44.4 seconds left to go here, Rhinebeck wants to get a couple baskets to end this half in order to stay within reach.
Ackerman, game high 10 points so far. Rhinebeck breaks the press. Katsaros inside, puts it up, too strong off the glass. And back the other way for Edgemont. About a 3-second differential between the shot and game clocks. It's a three put up by Bortstein. It's off offensive rebound by Schneps. And Paul able to put it in for two. The shot
Great
clock
rebound,
down.
great pass by Schneps.
Parker found the lane. And a travel, the call's the right call.
Yeah.
Went up and she actually had the shot blocked before it even left her hand, so she landed back down with it.
So Edgemont has, with 11 seconds here to go, they ended this half pretty strong.
Certainly.
And they withstood the storm from Rhinebeck. So now back up by 15.
Ackerman puts one up at the buzzer, it's off.
So I'm sure that Coach Tracy is happy with his team's performance during the first half. Coach Lincoln, not so much, as his team is now down by 15 here to end the second quarter.
And we'll go back to the locker room. We'll see what they're able to muster up in the second half. Defense mostly looked significantly better in the second quarter. The offense really picked it up. Just have to keep trending in that direction.
Yeah, those last 3 minutes of the second quarter really went to Edgemont. They controlled the pace of the game,
Right.
started pressing, and they expanded their lead to 15 points.
Well, we'll see how the second half plays out for these two teams. We'll be right back with the start of the third quarter here on LMC Varsity Sports. So it'll be Edgemont's possession to start the second half. Got a 15-point lead on Rhinebeck. Murphy got a hand on it, and Peccia brings it down. Unloads to Caparelli, but it gets away. Mayhew gets in the way of it, steals it back. Caparelli puts up a two, and it's good.
Good shot there from Caparelli. Nice little mid-range jumper from the corner. And Rhinebeck starts the second half strong.
Bortstein from the point. Ackerman put it inside to Ferrante. Now back out to Ackerman. Up top, that's Schneps. Stepped in, couldn't hit. That one tipped, and Peccia maybe should have let that one go.
Yeah.
Strategy ended up not working out. Right back in the hands of Ackerman and the Edgemont Panthers. Ferrante puts it off Parker out of bounds. It'll stay with Edgemont.
Yeah, I thought that was a foul down low. But they gave it to Edgemont because they didn't call the foul.
Call will inbound. Three put up by Ferrante, just missed. Offensive rebound by Weissglass. Ferrante nearly traveled. Three from the corner from Bortstein is off. Another offensive rebound for Edgemont. Ferrante puts it up again. Might have been deflected. Kechia comes up with it.
I like the way that Ryan has started this second half. Defensively, they have active hands. And we'll see what they do on this possession offensively, but defensively, definitely off to a good start.
Caparelli saw opening up the middle and took it. Timeout Edgemont. So Ryan starts the second half on a 4-0 run. He wants to stop it right there. So 6:13 left, third quarter. It's back to an 11-point game here at Rhinebeck High School. See what Edgemont works up coming out of the timeout. Back out to Ferrante, stolen by Caparelli. She finds Murphy, who hits the easy layup. Rhinebeck's within 9. A 6-0 run to start the second half.
If you look into the eyes of the Rhinebeck defenders,
long three was off. Ferrante out to Weissglass. She puts up a three, it's off. Kechia trying to come up with the rebound, and it was knocked out, I believe, by Ackerman. So it'll stay with Rhinebeck. And Elijah, Edgemont started the first half of that 10-0 run. Rhinebeck starting this half with a 6-0 run, trying to win a counterpunch here.
Yeah, so the table's turning a little bit here. We'll see if Rhinebeck can keep the momentum going and sustain throughout this third quarter.
Parker traveled. This is Ferrante, Ackerman, and Parker got a hand on it. Murphy pulls up, puts it up. She's got 4 points all this quarter, and the deficit the smallest it's been since early in the first. Bortstein hassled in the corner, gets it out to Ackerman. Around it comes to Ferrante. The corner three is off. Parker picks it up. So Rhinebeck will set up down by 7 points. Caparelli saw an opening and just doesn't get it to fall.
Got it related to the basket there. A late recovery from Edgemont saved them, because that would have been a layup for Caparelli.
Another corner three was off. Ackerman's three doesn't go, and this might be a tie-up. They do give it a tie-up, which is good for Rhinebeck because I think Parker was about to lose that ball.
Yeah, the referee called it at the perfect time. You know, just enough where people wouldn't say it was too early and it wasn't too late.
Right. That would be the right time.
Right.
So Murphy from the point. Cross to Parker. Looking inside for Mayhew. She's in traffic. Back out to Murphy. She puts up a three. It's off the front iron. And rebound by Rachel Bortstein for Edgemont. Bortstein trying to go coast to coast. It's blocked from behind by Mayhew. It'll stay with Edgemont.
So Edgemont yet to score here in this second half.
Almost 4.5 minutes gone by. Good point. I was about to bring that up myself. Ferrante back out. Ackerman thought about the three. Inside Ferrante, back out.
And I think the main difference is really Mayhew being down low in the paint, as we see there.
Some spot on. Wait a minute. Travel is the call. I don't know if I saw that one, did you?
Yeah. I didn't see it, but just back to Mayhew, her presence down low in the paint has really solidified the Rhinebeck defense. The guards are able to go out a little further and apply a little more pressure, more active hands.
Rhinebeck working in transition. Murphy can't get it to roll in. This one across off the fingertips of Rachel Weisglass, and it'll be a Rhinebeck ball. Rhinebeck with 8 unanswered points this quarter, looking for more.
And all of their points have really come from the defense, the pressure they've applied, getting out, running, and able to get some easy baskets.
Foul inside as Katsaros is looking for Gabriel. Stay with Rhinebeck. Interestingly, despite all the defense, first foul of the quarter. Mayhew with a move inside, does not get the roll. It comes to Katsaros. She can't get it to fall. Someone checked the rims, back the other way.
That was a big rebound there from Ferrante, as Rhinebeck had a couple shots there.
Ackerman can't hit.
Thought she was going to curry that one.
That's not a travel, okay. Inside to Mayhew, back out Murphy. She goes for 3, tried to use the glass. Parker gets it back. Some contact as she put it up, and now a foul after the fact. I believe assessed to Rhinebeck's Morgan Parker.
Yeah, that may have been a good foul there from Parker, stopping the break and getting Rhinebeck is now able to set up their defense with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Ackerman, Ferrante. Inside Ferrante, Mayhew got a piece. And a travel on Maura Gabriel. And Coach Lincoln not happy with that call.
But you see, Rob, those cuts to the basket in the first half, they were working nice and crisp, easy layups. But now Mayhew being in the paint has changed the game.
One got away momentarily. This is Ackerman. Ortstein. Ferrante, 15 to shoot. Weisglass. That one almost out of the hands of Ferrante. 7 seconds on the shot clock. In the corner for 2. Weisglass can't hit. Parker there to pick it up. And the Rhinebeck Panthers will get set up on offense. Murphy in traffic, able to start the dribble again, gets it to Parker. Parker has it knocked away, and Edgemont will try in transition. Ferrante, it's a blocking foul. And Murphy thinks she drew a charge, but no call there.
Nah, that was a good call by the referee. A good sidestep there from Ferrante. She tried to make the Euro step. Charlotte Murphy not in good enough position. Got called for the foul.
Ferrante makes the first point of the second half for Edgemont with under a minute left in the third quarter. Carissa Peccia checks in for Morgan Parker. Ferrante 2 for 2.
Third quarter rebound really fast. Edgemont decides to amp up the pressure once again up top.
Saras trying to find Gabriel, able to settle it down. Peccia for 3. Yeah!
She can get hot.
6-point game.
Good pass and cut, but Mayhew down low. What you gonna do?
Ferrante able to hit first, scoring from the field in this quarter for Edgemont. Murphy, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Peccia across, Murphy trying to settle it down 5 seconds. Gabriel puts it up near the buzzer. It'll go out of bounds with a second left. Rhinebeck has 5 timeouts left. Thought they might have tried to call one there to set something up. And this one is off the backboard, no good.
It looked good from here.
Felt like more than a second went by, though.
Yeah, it did.
But regardless, we've got a ball game here, Elijah. 33-25 after 3 full quarters. Don't change your channel just yet. Got an 8-point game with 8 minutes left. We'll be right back.
As we get set for this 4th quarter, it'll be Edgemont basketball. I'm Elijah Ware alongside Rob Moretti. And it's an 8-point game after a strong 3rd quarter from Rhinebeck. So we'll see how they try to maintain what they were doing in the 3rd quarter. Try to come away with this victory here in the 4th.
Regardless of the end result, what a 3rd quarter. What a way to come back in that second half. 11-4, they outscored Edgemont in that 3rd. That alone, impressive.
And there it is, a 3-point field goal from
Got Tony
Ferrante.
Romo in the booth with me here.
So during the break, I called it. I said Edgemont was going to come out and hit a 3 and go up by 11, and they do. I know you like that one, Rob. And it's always an 11-point game, as me and Rob have been talking about.
It is once again.
There you go. So Ferrante comes out of the game, get her a quick blow. She'll probably come in with about 5 minutes left to go. It's now Rhinebeck. They have some work to do in order to get back in this game. And it's Pachia, and she hits another jumper from the right corner. This one a 2-point field goal, and the lead back down to 9.
Game high 13 points for Pechia, who seemingly hasn't missed.
Yeah, she's a shooter. We said it earlier, and this is an and 1. That is Bortstein, and she makes the cut and a good pass down low. And without Mayhew in the game, Rhinebeck suffers in the paint, playing the 2-3. They give up the and 1, and Bortstein will try and complete the 3-point play.
Rebound! Let's go!
So back-to-back 3-point plays for Edgemont to start this 4th quarter. One coming from the 3 ball from Ferrante, another one the old-fashioned way from Bortstein. They're now up by 12 as Murphy puts up a 3. Rebound comes to Hutt, and she gets the putback.
If you're Rhinebeck here, all you got to do is focus on getting a bucket every time you're down the offensive end, and let your defense make up the rest.
And I think that they definitely have to get their buckets, Rob. But if you notice early on in the game when they started scoring, and even in the 3rd quarter, it was coming from defense.
Right.
They were putting pressure on the Edgemont ball handlers, and that's how they got their points and got to the lead. So we'll see what Coach Lincoln elects to do here defensively. This is Cassaro, she puts up a 3, misses, rebound to Pechia, and this one is lost by Caparelli. It's now Edgemont driving, and this one is kicked by Caparelli, and possession will remain with Edgemont. 6 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter, a 10-point game. Edgemont basketball. Their number 1 player on the bench, Ferrante. And this is a 3-ball up and in by Samantha Ackerman.
Their number 2 player is getting it done pretty well, too. And as cold as Edgemont was in that 3rd quarter, they're heating up here in the 4th.
And you had to think that was going to happen. They would get wide open 3s, and they were content with continuing to shoot them, although they were missing. So you had to think they were going to start going in eventually. And this is Pechia. She takes it to the basket, and it's fouled. She'll be at the line shooting 2.
Especially as we get later in this game, it's going to be key to be able to add points without the clock running.
save some time and get some points. That's key when you're trying to make a comeback victory. So the first one missed by Peccia. The second one is good off the backboard. Staying across the timeline. She looks to make a move. Swings it to Ackerman. Ackerman turns it over. The steal by Cassaro. She makes the pass to Caparelli. The layup is up and misses. And the rebound comes to Ackerman. So Rhinebeck really can't afford to miss layups. They can't afford to turn the ball over. They have to do everything nearly perfect here with under 5 minutes left to go if they want to come back and win this game. Snaps up top, she passes it inside, she gets it back off the give and go and misses. And the rebound is outletted to Casaros. She kicks it back to Peccia, and this one is stolen by Bortstein.
She might have tried a no-look pass there, and it probably should have looked. There was a defender right between her and Peccia.
I think they had their mind made up before they even crossed half court. She saw her number one shooter trailing. But Rhinebeck does get the steal. Down by 12. Caparelli with the ball. She swings it to Casaros. Over in the corner to Peccia. She takes it, shoots the floater, has it blocked, but was fouled by Sharika Call. It'll be Peccia at the line shooting 2. Coming into the game for Rhinebeck, Charlotte Murphy and Nakina Mayhew, 2 impact players, as they try to make a run here with time running out in the 4th quarter. Both free throws good from Peccia.
Uses the glass,
Yeah.
no shame. They both went in.
Yep, not at all. A point is a point, right? So it's Edgemont with the ball. It's Ackerman, she kicks it back. Edgemont swings it around the perimeter. It's Ackerman up top. Snaps driving. She kicks it to the corner. This 3-ball is missed by Bortstein, Sophie Bortstein. And it's now Charlotte Murphy up top. In the corner to Peccia. Down low to Mayhew. She loses the handle, goes up, and is fouled. And she'll be at the line shooting 2.
.3:14 left, and even more importantly, that's the 4th team foul on Edgemont this quarter. So Rhinebeck will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. And remember, in girls basketball, it's 2 shots. There's no 1-and-1s.
Okay. And like you said, Rob, with Edgemont, the next foul will put them in the penalties. That could be big for Rhinebeck. If they continue to attack, they can get free, easy points without the clock moving, like you said. So it's now Ackerman with the ball. Rhinebeck down by 9. 3 minutes left to go. This one inside to Sharika Call, and she knocks down the shot from the left elbow. Big shot from Sharika Call.
Hey, look, it's an 11-point game, Elijah.
All right, there we go again. Must be if we can get some 7s in there, might get a little lucky.
They're stuck in an infinity time loop with that 11-point deficit.
This is Murphy for 3. She misses off the back iron, and the rebound comes to Bortstein. Rachel Bortstein, to be specific. top. She looks to make a pass. She kicks it out to Call. This one kicked out to Ferrante. She thinks about it. Kicks it out to Ackerman. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ferrante goes up and knocks down the three.
That's exactly what Edgemont wants to do with this stage of the game. Drain as much clock as you can. And then getting a three on top of that's just a bonus.
So a huge three from Ferrante with under 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Edgemont expands their lead to 14 points. 2:04 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Here on Senior Day, Rhinebeck has some work to do when we come back. Back here, Rhinebeck basketball. Charlotte Murphy has it over timeline. And Caparelli passes it inside to Mayhew. And some pressure being applied from Edgemont. That one's deflected. And Mayhew is fouled and one. She'll be at the line shooting one to try and complete the three-point play. And if she does, Rob, it's going to be an 11-point game.
I don't know why I'm so bothered by that.
I don't know. But you know, they say the number 11. That was actually my basketball number. Oh, wow. So,
lane violation?
A lane violation on who?
I think he said 25. Petria?
Okay. That's unfortunate because she did make it. Now Ferrante, she tries to go baseline. She's stopped by Parker. And Edgemont smartly using as much clock as they can before shooting the ball. Ackerman makes the pass to Bortstein, and this is a kickball violation, and it'll be Rhinebeck basketball. Rhinebeck fans urging their team to get some quick baskets. Under a minute and 15 to go. It's now Caparelli going to the basket. She's fouled, and Edgemont is in the penalty. So it'll be Sophia Caparelli at the line shooting two. After the made free throw from Caparelli, Coach Mike Tracy wants a timeout for his team. Maybe talk over some strategy,
right,
and try and close out this game. They're up by 11 with 1:09 to go. Sophia Caparelli will have one more free throw when we come back. So we're back here. Caparelli at the free throw line. Rhinebeck down by 11. Caparelli misses the free throw. So an 11-point game, Rob. I think Caparelli wanted it because she's number 11. So we'll see if Rhinebeck can try and close the gap as they nearly get the steal. And this is a foul, I believe, against Charlotte Murphy. And it'll be Edgemont taking it out on the side.
Kind of a wild sequence there. They do get the shot clock reset, which is bad news for Rhinebeck.
They get it into Ackerman. Ackerman in the corner. She gets a couple screens, and this is an illegal screen against Edgemont. It'll be Rhinebeck basketball with 51.6 to go. Murphy gets it across. She was not out of bounds. I really don't think she was out of bounds. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
It was close.
But the referee rules her out.
I don't know if you're going to make that call in an 11-point game like that.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if her foot's out, you got to call it, but that was close.
I didn't think she was out. I've seen a lot of space. I've seen a lot of brown wood, but I don't know. I'm just the announcer. So it's Edgemont ball, good crossover there. trying to run out the clock as they swing the ball around. Over to Schneps. Schneps is fouled by Murphy. And Rhinebeck is not yet in the penalty with just 3 fouls here. And 21 seconds here to go. Edgemont is going to improve to 9-8. Rhinebeck is going to fall to 9-8. So this was a big league game here with a lot of playoff implications. And these two teams will meet again next week.
They will.
At Edgemont. So that'll be another big game. And we have a timeout call here by Coach Lincoln as he wants to talk some things over. And unless they got Tracy McGrady, Rob.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And it'd be interesting to see how their next game goes against Edgemont, because now they've seen how Edgemont's going to attack them. And since that 10-0 run, it's a 1-point game.
Right.
And Rhinebeck, especially in that third quarter, really looked dominant. And the only thing you could really criticize in that third quarter is they should have scored more points because they were getting so many turnovers and rebounds. But it's going to be a loss for them today, but a loss that they can learn a lot from.
Yeah, I know Coach Lincoln wanted to send his team out, especially his seniors, out on a good note. But he put not his usual starting 5 in to start the game, and they fell into a hole and they never fully recovered from it. And now they're down by 11. As opposed to maybe 3, 4, or 5.
Right.
So it's a whole different ball game. And I mean, it's all good though. They'll still move on. These two teams will play again soon. And I'm pretty sure that Rhinebeck will be ready and want some revenge. So Sharika call, inbounds it to Ackerman. And the shot clock is off. And a foul by Charlotte Murphy.
I don't know if you need to foul when you're down 11, but okay.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too late for that. 15 seconds to go. So Coach Lincoln will get his seniors back into the game. Or maybe not just his seniors, but his bench back into the game. And they're going to wave the white flag on this one.
Call off the dogs.
Right. So now Ackerman, she has it in. And Edgemont will dribble out the clock with under 10 seconds to go. So a hard-fought victory here as the Edgemont Panthers edge out the Rhinebeck Panthers and come away with an 11-point victory. Pretty ironic that it ended with 11 points again, Rob. So Edgemont comes away with the victory. Rob and I will have post-game interviews as well as the wrap-up here with LMC Varsity Sports.
Elijah Ware here alongside Coach Lincoln. And Coach, you ladies got out to a slow start.
Yep.
You started the seniors, and just to commend them on what they've done for your program so far. How do you feel about that, and would you change it after this?
No, I wouldn't change it. I think actually it's a good lesson for the players to learn that, and it's something we've been preaching all season, that whatever hurdles are in front of us, we need to make sure we're ready to overcome them. It's next man up. They all need to be ready to play. First player on the court to the 12th player on the court. They need to be ready to go. So, for us, it's a good lesson for everybody to understand that when your number's called, whether it's the start of senior day or if it's the last minute of a game because of foul trouble, that you need to be ready to go. But I give my team a lot of credit because after being a little chaotic in the first half, and Edgemont did a great job taking advantage of that, I was proud of my girls for recognizing how that went and then coming out in the second half and really playing hard.
What adjustments did you make at halftime in order to get your team to come out so strong in the third quarter, only giving up 4 points in the third quarter? What did you say to your team, and what was the difference?
Sometimes locker room talk needs to stay in the locker room, so I'll leave it there in terms of what exactly was said. But the bottom line is that I challenged my team and told them that we've proven throughout the course of the season that we're better than what we played in the first half. And this is still a learning process for a lot of them. I mean, we're in a position right now with these 9 wins that we haven't been at in a long time. And now teams they're not sleeping on us anymore, and they're starting to pay attention to where we're at. That means they're going to come after us and they're going to play harder, and we need to figure out how to elevate our game and respond to that. And again, I thought that was a good lesson for us in the second half, that we're capable of doing that.
So your team, y'all play Edgemont again next week at Edgemont. So that's going to be a big league game, playoff implications. So what do you expect to see from your team coming into that game?
Well, and again, this is the Belichick mindset. I'm not worried about next week right now. We've got a Bronxville game tomorrow at Bronxville on the road, a team that we lost to at their place earlier in the year in their tournament, that we were able to pull out a last-second win here. I expect a highly competitive game. I expect a very physical and aggressive game from both teams, and I'm looking for my team to bounce back and do exactly what they did in the second half of this game, which is come out with some belief in themselves and then lay it out all on the court, knowing that they have an opportunity to get that 10th win of the season.
So a 47-36 victory for Edgemont over Rhinebeck. And Rob, I mean, it was a hard-fought game, but Rhinebeck got into that early 10-0 deficit, and they never fully recovered.
Yeah, they got into that deficit. Honestly, the rest of the game, I thought they played well. They played their game. They played some great defense. They converted on offense, hit some three-pointers, hit some big shots. It's just you put yourself in that kind of a hole, and it's really hard to dig your way out.
Right. So Coach Lincoln, he tried to make some adjustments throughout the game, tried to switch it up from man to zone. He put Mayhew in the paint. That made a big difference, but they were never really fully able to recover. And then Edgemont came in the fourth quarter, hit some threes, and just pulled away with the victory. So it's Edgemont improving to 9-8. Rhinebeck falling to 9-8. These teams will play again next week at Edgemont. So it's going to be a big league game and with some big playoff implications. I'm Elijah Ware alongside Rob Moretti, our cameramen Chris Lavigna, Jordan Harper, and Jeff Rado. And this is our community sports producer Rob Moretti right here. We're LMC Varsity Sports. We'll see you next time.
If you are interested in sponsoring this or other programs on LMC TV, contact us for more information.